Going to be any use to us here, you must acquire a working knowledge of how all this technology functions.
Pierre explained quite a lot, but...
At that rate, it will take a decade to catch up. But this will astonish you. Please sit down. When you recall the arduous process of your book learning at school, you will find this experience quite out of this world. Let's put on the helmet.
Well, what's going to happen?
The learning computer will first examine your mind to find out what knowledge you already possess, and then it will implant in you a working knowledge of all the science and technology of the ancestors, which enabled them to build this reactor.
I don't think we should do this.
A privilege only we and the elite can enjoy.
That may be, but...
Nobody refuses it, Fritz. It's the learning experience of a lifetime.
But Pierre, he told me the reason he was valuable here was because he had acquired all of his knowledge in his own way. It gave him a different point of view.
But poor Pierre had to work so hard. And look what it did for him.
If the master would regard it as useful, I am prepared to take up the burden which Pierre laid down at his death.
Master?
The boy has a point. Let us see what progress he makes on his own. If he is too slow, then the learning computer can be used later.
Things to tell you. Me too. I have had the most incredible experience. I'm still not sure how real it was. Where were you yesterday? Paul was worried you'd run out of oxygen. Does that make you hallucinate? I think I've heard that. Why? Well, it turns out that the masters don't really run the show here after all. Those taller persons over there into the pool of fire. Pierre thought there was some kind of information network. Well, he wasn't far wrong. Each one turns out to be a cell of intelligence. And together they make up a kind of a brain. Into billions of others scattered around the universe. Kogi calls it the space brain. Who's Kogi? She's one of them. Over there. My master was ordered to take me. What does he look like? Nothing. He doesn't exist. He's just this bundle of light and energy. Are you sure this is true? Well, it sounds unbelievable, I know. But yes, I am sure. But how can you talk to something that does not exist? I know it's crazy. But it wasn't a dream either. My master confirmed it. He told me all about the Cognoscs. To begin with, he thought he was being summoned himself because of the good relationship he'd established with me. But when it turned out to be me the Cognosc wanted, he wasn't very happy. And what did the Cognosc want? He knows the entire contents of my mind. He knows about Julius, the Freemen, and he knows exactly what we're up to here. All he has to do is send the information through the network via the pool of fire, and all the other Cognoscs get the message, and then the masters. Then we have no choice. We must leave right away. We must warn Julius so they move camp, or the Tripod will attack without warning. Will, this is disaster! Hold on! face of it is yes. But the one thing I got really clear is that Coggy doesn't even like the Masters. The idea of us having a go at them appealed to him. Even if we don't stand a cat in hell's chance of winning. What's that? It's my Master's idea of making me feel at home. I don't know how he does it. It means he'll be calling me soon. Get back. Going to be caught up all day with Masters asking questions. It's a fantastic privilege to be summoned by a Cognos, and for a human, it's never been heard of.
Take care, Will. I have a lot to tell you, too. I also have narrowly escaped an examination of my mind.
We'll meet tonight in the Pink Palace.
Morning.
No problem.
An unprecedented demand for power.
What about the reserve turbines? It's a long time since we've used them.
Well, get all the men you can on them. At this rate, we'll need them in a matter of hours.
Sir, where's the demand coming from?
To the pool of fire. But the center of demand seems to be one of the Cognosks.
Good morning, Master.
Ah, Will. You were up very early for one who had such an exhausting day.
My friend was looking for me yesterday. He was worried that I might have fallen ill.
Your friend. Come. My colleagues are anxious to hear about your visit to the Cognos.
I'm honored, Master.
Not intimidated? But then you always were a remarkable boy. Tell me then, did the Cognos make any reference to, did he have anything in particular to say about me?
He was full of admiration for your perception of my unusualness, Master, and for allowing it to develop freely in your service.
I told you we would do great things together. Who has found favor in the sight of the Cognos. You realize what happened to you is an experience none of us has been privileged to enjoy.
I do, Master. And I'm overwhelmed by the honor.
Can you tell us why the Cognos has shown this unique interest in you?
What he appears to like about me in comparison with most of the captives, that somehow I have retained imagination, creativity, and initiative.
How can we trust this slave? Imagination is a license to tell lies. Creativity is but fabrication. And initiative is merely another word for unilateral action. You have been inadequately kept. In my opinion, the condition requires immediate correction. Are you suggesting that the boy has successfully deceived the Cognos? No. But he may well be deceiving us.
The demand is still rising and we can no longer meet it.
Cognosks must have priority.
Slaves' quarters.
We'll have to run on reduced power.
But if the demand continues to rise...
Then supplies to the slaves' quarters must be shut off.
Master, without light, without oxygen...
The Cognosk comes first.
So, with no air conditioning, no power to operate airlocks and lifts.
I know the consequences, but we must carry out the orders of the masters.
And if even then we can't meet the demand, do we start cutting masters' areas too? And if so, is he going to tell us which ones first?
The Cognosk will do what is right, and will guide us in our decisions.
Look, Joseph, I have my job to do, and you have yours. Please go and do it.
The Power Master know why there is this unusual demand for power.